I can't do that. I can't stay quiet for 4 minutes.
All right, so this is the review for the weather quiz 1.3 on wind. We had a lot of trouble with this quiz, so I want to use this review so you guys can do better. The most challenging question was question 6. Explain the relationship between air pressure and wind direction. So let's look back at some of the pictures from the book. So in this picture you see that there's these areas of high pressure, and then the air moves to areas of low pressure. So it goes from high pressure to low pressure. So air always moves from high pressure to low pressure. And you can see it can go either north or it goes south, but it always goes from areas of high pressure to areas of low pressure. And wind does the same thing. Wind always goes from high pressure to low pressure. So the relationship between air pressure and wind direction is that the wind always goes from a high pressure area to a low pressure area. And the wind could go north, or it could go south, or it could go east or west or any other direction, but it always goes from high pressure to low pressure. I was trying to show you this picture, and here it comes. So the wind here is going from high pressure areas to low pressure, and it kind of swirls because of the Coriolis effect, but really it's going from high pressure to low pressure. So when you're answering this question, you should talk about how wind always goes from high pressured areas to low pressure areas, and that's the direction it goes. All right, looking at some of the other questions here. What causes differences in air pressure around the Earth? That's because of the air rising at the equator and cool air sinking at the poles, and just that the unequal heating of the Earth causes differences in air pressure. Question 2. In the northern hemisphere, winds traveling north appear to curve because of the Coriolis effect. Global winds that blow, this is question 3, global winds that blow from west to east are westerlies. Wind is always named after where it comes from. So if it starts in the west, it's a westerly. Question 4. Global winds that blow northeast from 30 degrees north latitude and southeast from 30 degrees south latitude are called. Those are the trade winds. This was probably, I think, the second most challenging question on the quiz, other than question 6. So global winds that blow northeast from 30 degrees north and southeast from 30 degrees south latitude are called trade winds. And if you look back here at this picture, you can see that those going from 30 degrees north from the northeast, those are the trade winds right here, the trade winds. And question 5, narrow belts of wind that can reach 400 kilometers per hour are called jet streams. So remember the phrase narrow belts, because that's the jet stream, is a narrow belt of wind way up high in the atmosphere, and they go really fast, 400 kilometers per hour. So that's why they're like a jet, because they go 400 kilometers per hour. All right, so you'll be retaking this quiz pretty soon. You can use this video to help. You can also go back and study your old quiz. But remember, the questions will be in different order.